Okay, so fake espadas. I got this one from AliExpress for like $30 and well, it's a copy. Obviously it's a copy. It's a fake cold steel espada. I bought this one to show you the subtle differences between the fake and the original one because they are not that obvious. First of all, the boxes are nearly identical and I mean it. The only subtle differences is in the colors, but logos, phone number, warranty, everything is literally the same. So this one is an original espada. It's very iconic to cold steel, you know, creating those huge massive folders that have the triad lock, which makes them quite durable, or actually extremely durable for a folding knife. And up to this day, it's one of my favorite knives. Not when it comes to the functionality, because half kilogram of steel in the folding knife doesn't really make sense, but that's a cool knife. It's cool. It just gives you this fuck yeah vibe when you hold it in hand. But it's also quite expensive. In Europe you have to pay over $200 to get one. So I see why other companies try to make a copy of it that's a lot cheaper and potentially appealing to a buyer. And the thing is, they've actually made a good copy with this one. It does feel like an Espada, the handles are the same, also G10, the triad locks looks like original, it seems to be working like original, and the feeling is literally the same when I use those. Okay, so the differences. There is a small difference in the logo size. Even though the sizes are the same, the original one is better assembled, while the copy has some small gaps in the construction. So both knives are a little off-centered, but that's something you can fix easily on both of them. There is a clear difference in the stonewash texture, so while the cold steel looks really good, well, the copy looks pretty cheap. There is also a difference in geometry of the blades. The cold steel one thins down and then thickens at the tip, while the copy remains at the same thickness all around the spine. So the copy arrived razor sharp. It's really hard to tell the difference between the copy and the original one when it comes to the sharpness, but I'm pretty sure the difference will be clear in edge retention once I do a proper test. So yeah, if you are a new person in knife collecting and you don't know the cold steel products, you may get fooled by a copy. Just to be fair, like, the copy feels like a real one unless you look on the details. So yeah, I absolutely do not recommend getting a copy because you can't really trust the locking mechanism and, well, that's just stealing. That's stealing of a design. Just to be fair, if the company that copied cold steel design would release their own knife in the same quality for the same price, it would be a pretty good product. But for the knife that tried to copy the Espada, so extremely heavy, sharp and thick blade, I wouldn't trust a copied locking mechanism. Like, it does look like a triad lock, it seems to be similar, but still, that's a cheap copy. Obviously, triad lock is not a rocket science and it's not that hard to copy, but, you know, I just don't trust it. And if I don't trust the locking mechanism with a knife that big, I don't feel safe to use it. Of course I will test it. I will see how long the copy will last against the original one, I will test the edge retention against the original one, and